All right. Happy Fading Suns Day, everybody, and happy 4X Fest. Hope you picked up some great deals this time around. I think those watching it already have Emperor the Fading Suns Enhanced, but there's also a bundle going on with Emperor the Fading Suns Enhanced, Nobler Modern Lost Worlds, and Hyper Empire. We are calling it our Empires and Emperors bundle, so check it out on Steam. And my last live stream, I did Hyper Empire, and we talked about what went into creating a bundle for Steam. So if you're interested, don't hesitate to ask, because when I look over here to the left, that means I'm checking out the chat. So if you have comments, questions, deep philosophical insights, feel free to share them in the chat, and I will see them. Maybe not immediately, but pretty soon. Oh, you've been asking about the shirts. Sorry that they're not available. This is the Holistic Design shirt. I don't know if I've shown the back before with that really cool Holistic logo. So, yep. Now we just got to get these shirts back in print. All right. And no, it's not a target on my back. It's green and scares everyone off. There we go. Scares off anyone trying to attack from behind. All right. Let's see. So it is Dark Ages campaign. That means a smaller map than the usual for the Fading Suns map, and some really cool units already in place. Oh yeah, and I stupidly lost some of my troops. And I'm still trying to cut a deal with the Hawkwood to support me for becoming regent. And yes, I just took over the Imperial fleet, so all kinds of cool stuff there. Yeah, look at that cool message window. All kinds of good information. Yep. Go to the message, or I can go to the place of building the unit. Isn't that cool? And go right back into production. Oh my, Aragon, I am really short on metal. I must have done all my building this turn already. That would explain it. We're about at the end of the turn, aren't we? Yes! You've moved all your units. Do you wish to end your turn now? All right. So yeah, this is the Dark Ages map. I'll take a quick look at it. Oh, I was trying to cut a deal with Al-Malik this time, and they rejected me. Aha, but we have an alliance with House Lihalan. Nice, that'll be helpful. That will be helpful. Even pharmaceutical technology for that. Ooh, and the Lihalan House Al-Malik are at war. They're probably going to ask us to go to war with the Al-Malik then. Tricky, tricky. Al-Malik rejected the terms. Their mistake, their loss. Alright, so I've promised to show you what the smaller Dark Ages galaxy looks like. It looks like there's a lot of fighting going on over Malagnatia. So that's probably where House Lihalan and the Al-Malik are fighting. You know, if I was a really good ally, I would sneak attack the Lihalan on this planet. I mean, the Al-Malik on this planet. But I don't know where the Al-Malik are. I don't want to shoot down there and accidentally hit my Lihalan buddies. And of course, I'm an honorable Hazat and would never consider attacking by stealth. I would declare war first. Wouldn't you? Hey, EBM! Thank you for the shirts. Ben Rogers, the new message window is so helpful in play. Very glad to hear that. Very glad to hear that. And I find it very easy to do my build through it. Some people are talking about that. They're so used to the old way. We've got to cycle through every building. But with this one, you just click on it and go. Take a look at that, read messages. So yeah, so I can just click right through one after another, reset what I'm building. Obviously, infantry legions on Byzantium Secundus right now. Oh, I built my naval transport already. Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha. If I can only become regent, so I can declare myself emperor, I can bring all these troops into the fight. Yeah, this is a kind of a neat thing. Oh boy, that's gonna be exciting. Let me bring all these fleet troops over to guard my own embassy. If a war starts, well, we'd be ready. Yeah, I could build another engineer here if I want. It's really nice just cycling through it this way. And I don't have to cycle through it at all if I don't want to. Anyway, so I've got this lovely bombardment fleet here, right? And I could go ahead and bust zap if I knew where some enemies were, but don't know where enemies are. So I was going to Criticorum with this force. Don't know why, but we'll continue on to Criticorum. I'll remember what I was doing at some point. Oh my. Yep, there's that Hawkwood Imperial Eye troop. This might be where the Leelan and Al-Malik are fighting it out. I wonder if they've got extra. Oh, they got both their frigates. Imperialises. Of course, we renamed them using the modding tools. Feel free to use those modding tools. Name them after. I name stuff after streamers who I work with. So yeah, we got the Imperialis frigates, Das Tactic officers, Tiger Lily Greyhound scout tanks, Port Now partisans, all kinds of fun stuff. All right, anyway. All right, so these troops are going to sit here in Byzantium Secundus. Keep an eye out there in space. They can't jump. There are marauders just hanging out in orbit. All right, so we bulked up our Stigmata force to keep an eye out for any symbiotes coming from Chernobog. I'm almost tempted to go to Chernobog, but that could be a death trap for this little fleet. We'll just keep them here and keep an eye out for any sneaky symbiotes. Have we been to Severus? Oh, that's right. That's just I've got these troops here. Just keep an eye on that mighty Vow fleet there, making sure it doesn't start coming my way. Let's in fact, bring it back to Cadiz. So that's just a picket force. I mean, they're not going to survive if this fleet comes through, but they'll let me know they're coming. All right. Have we explored Kish? No, we have not. Why don't we go explore Kish with my little Imperialist frigate? Yeah, no Leelan ships over it. Got my pickets over Sutek. Bringing food. Where was I bringing food? To Sutek. That's right. I've begun my invasion of Sutek, and I need food here. Yeah, including my food in orbit. I've only got 209 food. So, is that all my food? All the food I've got coming from orbit? Let's see. Yeah, thank goodness I got that food here in time. Otherwise, I would have some starving troops. So I'm playing this game with Universal Warehouse off. So yeah, you have to maneuver some resources. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that food yet. So let's come back to it. We got this nice fleet of troops over Aragon because we were afraid of the rebels fighter in these ruins. But we finally defeated what was in the ruins. So now we can move in and liberate that fighter. Yay! Now we got a nice little picket over Aragon. We don't have to worry about keeping this Imperial fleet here anymore. I'm tempted to send them on to Stigmata as well. Yeah, let's do that. That way they're ready in case trouble does erupt over there. Don't want to leave humanity undergunned there. You've got this nice, pretty little fighter. It's a very good fighter. It's an elite Archangel. That's the best space fighter in the game. So that is a good ship to sit there and protect Aragon for now. And of course, we got this bombardment fleet that's heading to Sutek. I think we've conquered Veracruz, haven't we? Oh, no, we're just starting the conquest of Veracruz. Did we pretty well conquer Sutek then? We got the factory. Yeah. Sutek's pretty well in hand. Got some ruins there, but otherwise Sutek looks like it has been... Oh, we still got a well up there, but that'll fall pretty quickly. All right, well, with that in mind, let's grab these ships and take them to Veracruz to enable my assault there. Now, you shouldn't be wasting the Imperial fleet on this little rebel pacification, but we consider it for the good of humanity. All right. Where do we want to land our two assault landers? Oh my, look at that. That's a nice chain. Oh, we got food here. Do I remember to bring food on this attack? I'd be really embarrassed if I didn't bring food this time. Alright, we're going to start way down here and march our way north, because I don't think there's anything south there. Ooh, that little island. Look at that Veracruz island. Veracruz is a very built-up world. This is going to be cool. All right, here we go. We got our two assault. We're going to scout by orbital bombardment first, so let's attack whatever is here. They've got hidden units. And I didn't do anything to them. But at least they apparently don't have a PTS gun, so let's go ahead and drop these two assault landers down here. Let's see. Drop them in the mountains, give them extra protection. All right. Ooh, boy. We're not taking it with this little stack unless we soften it up some more from orbital bombardment. So that's why we wish we had those here earlier. Okay. At least this way we will have food if we actually do take this city. I don't feel comfortable going at it just yet. Let's see. I don't want to drop. This freighter's going to take a lot of damage. It might risk dying if I dropped it, but I need it. All right, we'll come back to it. We will come back to that freighter. All right, our little spy submarine on Byzantium Secundus zipping around the waves. Seeing what's to be seen. We've built these infantry here on Byzantium Secundus. Remember, very nice force on Byzantium Secundus. When Prince Lazarus declares for Empire. Look at that. All right, let's load up some power legions into the naval transport. Kind of does lock us into being the Imperial fleet for a while if we put a whole bunch of powered legions next to our fort. Let's hope the submarines don't sink us. Oh, there's a submarine there. Uh-oh, we can get sunk by a submarine? Could happen. And go hide our medals over here. You're a legion, might as well come sit near here. Alright, so we took a factory. We do have enough metal now. I don't have enough metal last turn to build anything. We want to get to that well. So we probably want to bring these assault landers that we landed on Veracruz. Take them back up to Hazat. We'll grab that last well and finish things out there. Right. I'm gonna come back to these troops. That noble. Not sure what we're doing. Got this nice force here. That's kind of our force for taking that well. Can't do it just yet. Might move them to the starport. Those troops are healing in the starport. We are looking to get rid of that bio plant. So, do we have any troops in the factory? Yes, we do. We have troops from the Saran steel. Yes, we do. All right, so we're just moving these troops around. We are keeping this anti-aircraft gun by these ruins on Sutek to remind us to go get it at some point. We have an engineer here on Aragon, moving to build something over there. I'm not sure what it was. We'll find out when we come back to it. We're building up a force by those ruins. Yeah. Got ruins here. Oh, that's right. We took down our well here. And we were going to build a new well there, but I don't see our naval transport. So let's come back to this one. There we go. There's our naval transport. Hello. I guess we want to build. Let's see here. Where's the best place to build for all those 98s? Yummy, yummy. I think we're going to build it right there. Take you over there. Move you in there. Move you in there. Yes. And now you can order. Build. See this awesome building an energy collector in the ocean. Let's give it a militia legion too. We'll also leave the transport there. That way we can build troops and ferry them over to the ruins. Okay, got some troops in our chemical factory. Got that nice new tank. Well, we're going to come back here and pick it up with maybe a freighter. Not a bad idea. Let's cycle back to that and go ahead and garrison our militia. Yeah, we're keeping troops. Oh, we're trying to come over here. What we're doing to build up the attack force against that ruin. And we got some Hazat. Got some Hazat Imperial Eye units walking around. Now we got to keep friendly with the Imperial Eye and with the Hawkwood Imperial Eye units. Back to you. What were we building here? Probably roads. Anything good up there? Oh, some 52 food ain't bad. Metal's not bad. 34 metal. Doing pretty well on food on this planet right now. We could use more metal. We're down here good for metal. We haven't looked down there. Do want to build that road. I could use that metal. All right, fine. We'll go ahead and... I think we can do this. I'm going to go here, build a road. Back up here. Just enough movement. And here I will build a mine. Orders. Build city. Mine. And put a militia legion in there, shall we? Excellent. Oh, so we can build a road with this one. Let's do that. Let's get a road going. Net these lands. Now we can come back down that way. All right, back to this noble. Let's put everyone in the starport for that attack coming up on that well up in the north. That's going to be a good idea. Everybody in the starport. Let's hang out. Zutek's got a bunch of metal now. Now is a good time to start building more troops here for various uses. But we probably need more engineers. Look, we got energy up there. Got energy down here we can't use because we have the mine there. This is another one of those things where we want to... Oh my, if we had an energy collector here, it could grab that energy and that energy. We had our mine over here. Where we build our mine? If we build an energy collector there... Oh no, there's still no way we could get this. Oh well. It'd be nice to have an engineer. Oh, I forgot there's a road to ruin up there. Yeah, if there's a road to nowhere, you know it's a road to a ruin. Alright, so maybe in the mine here. We got trace elements over here we should be collecting. Got this mine, got that mine. Seeing any other resources I should be jumping on. Really, what I need is a scout unit here. So why don't we don't have any electronics to build a scout tank. Got the bioplant. What I need is an electronics factory here on Zutek. Alright, so what we're seeing is we need engineers. So, build, engineer, build. Oh, we gotta be careful. That's right, we don't have enough food generation here, do we? How are we doing on food? Eating 114 and only harvesting 71. Yeah. We need to be very careful about that. Very careful. You know, I might... Yeah. I brought those assault landers here, didn't I, to go after that well, but I could have done it with my, Forgot that I had my big old bulk hauler up in space. Oh well. Let's drop it down. I've got those assault landers, so I'm not going to worry about the bulk hauler. I'm going to move that after it's dropped off. Food, I'm going to shoot it back up and take it back to Aragon, because that way if I need to transport resources somewhere, I can. Yeah, that bulk hauler takes on a new role when you have Universal Warehouse off. You need to be ferrying stuff around pretty regularly. All right, just checking on the chat. All right. So that one's done. All of you are going to sit here. Should probably build a militia in this one. We want to build a factory. Build militia for now. Have all of you stay. Okay, so we have this tank over here, so I guess we want that to be part of the attack eventually on the ruins over here. Alright, now we're back to the question here. Do we risk that freighter? I want that. Yeah, I'm going to risk the freighter. Drop the freighter down here. Whew. We need to get that freighter healed up somewhere. They're going to go to Aragon as well. Because I have a spaceport. Where do I have a spaceport? No, I got a spaceport up here, so I need to take this here because it'll heal more quickly in that spaceport. Let's do that. Alright, now we've got the force to take that Arborium. Oh, a lab. Yummy. Let's take the Arborium. I can do anything fancy in this attack. It can do me some damage. I hurt that tank already. Alright, so we're gonna probably leave this tank behind and have everyone else. Alright, yeah, those can both stay behind. We're gonna advance the wheeled units, which are slower to go. Oh, hey, Ruin's there. Not gonna go for it yet. Alright, both of you are gonna go to the Arborium and do some healing. Gonna build a militia. Don't have any metal. I got food, thankfully, building up in the arboretum. Let's see how the food production's looking on this planet. Eating 16 will be harvesting 64. That's good, but we do need metal on this planet. That's hilarious. Got food on the other one. Got food here and metal on the other one. So we got to have that freighter going back and forth between Sutek and Veracruz bringing resources, don't we? All right, so you two are going to sit there. All right, do not want to end our turn yet. Let's get some diplomacy going. So we're not going to be making any more deals with the Al-Malik now that they are at war with the Li Halan, who are our allies. Let's see if we can get that Li Halan vote. Let's up our unit pay a little bit, shall we? All right. You want that Li Halan vote. Hey, Celestra, give me votes at the next election. And I'll give you a ministry if I'm elected, the Imperial Eye. I'll give you technology, electron microscope. Planet map? Planet map. I'm pretty sure I've given him Byzantium Secundus. Guess I could give him Sutek. Don't want to, but we'll do it. That's a pretty good deal. We should get that deal.
Message sent.
We want to keep the Hawkwood our allies. Give me money. How much money do you have? You got lots of money. And I'll give you technology. I'll give you pharmaceuticals.
Message sent.
Keep them as our friends. Okay. All right, what other building do we want to do? Got to be careful with it with Universal Warehouse on. So we know we want to do some building here. Not building anything at factory right now, so we probably want to. How about another self-propelled anti-air unit for that ruins? Yeah, let's do that. And in the close mine, let's go ahead and keep building anti-tank gun. And in this mine, let's build an artillery. That'll start giving us the force we need for those ruins. Eventually, we'll move one of our other nobles here and risk their life too. Okay. Got some good building around here. I need another engineer being built here. We really need to explore this area. Oh, wait. Do we not have... Yeah, we got a mine there getting those gems. Thank goodness. All right. What about... what can we build on Sutek? We do have metal, but it's food that we are lacking. So we're not building things here mainly for the food issue. Till our engineers are built up. And we are building engineers in a few places, aren't we? Aren't we? Yeah, engineer there, and the ceram steel engineer there in the mine. Well, that's right. We're going to move down here because we know there's going to be good food down here by the riverbed. Okay, so I think we're done with this turn.
The Hazat.
Let's take a look. They did not want my pharmaceuticals. No votes from the Leland. Of course, all these resources on Byzantium Secundus will not be building for quite a while. Diplomatic request from the Leland. They're just going to give me money. I'll take it. Give me pharmaceuticals. I just wanted to bargain down 60 Firebirds. I'll take it. That's hilarious. Now we got lots of money. The first thing we do, let's really increase our unit pay some more. That's pretty good. Let's, I mean, we're the Hazat. We want to make sure our troops are well taken care of. We got lots of money coming in, and that's where the money's going. About to get another lab, I hope. So that'll increase in cost. All right, those troops are sitting up there. There's picket force. Picket force over Stigmata is staying there. You two, the picket force of Cadiz will stay. Kind of easier to have these picket forces, you notice, on a smaller Dark Ages map, isn't it? All right, we've already been to Criticorum, I know that. Been to Kish, so we've got this Imperialis. Let's go to Midian. Got a church force over Midian. All right, now... Oh, the Al-Malik troop force disappeared. Ran away. All right, we're going to consolidate this bombardment force on Veracruz. Yes, I know there are most powerful ships in case the symbiotes come through, but we'll give it a try. All right. Got these 2 assault landers and that freighter. You are all coming down into the into the starport. The freighter's just going to sit there. Factory. We'll come back to that factory. Wow, our food is just going quick. We do need to bring another thing of food from Aragon, don't we? All right. So in here, let's get our noble. Get an anti-tank gun. Let's get a couple artillery. It's a damage artillery. Don't take the damage artillery. Let's take the healthy artillery, shall we? Artillery and artillery. You all up in space. Boom. Bring you back down. Let's see what's in that well. Just the militia, unless there's some hidden partisans. We'll find out. I think we bombarded everything that was interesting here. Yeah, that was it. Build a new militia there because there might be rebels wandering around here. We want to be careful. Order, build. Militia unit, build. I'm going to walk around with this noble just a little bit. In fact, that says how as I want to walk him around. Next turn we'll take back off with those assault landers and probably bring this troop on into on over to Veracruz as well. All right, garrisoning that militia. Garrisoning that militia. All these troops are just sitting here until that freighter's healed up a bit. Let's go explore with this militia, shall we? Oh, look at all that yummy food down there. An 82. Nice. All right, so we know where that engineer's going when it comes up. All of you will sit there, get picked up next turn. I'm just going to sit there as a reminder there's a ruin. You're going to go ahead and sentry. Ooh, look at that. Lee Halan are on the move. They may be my allies, but I want to keep an eye on them. Okay, let's keep my infantry right there. I'm getting too close to me. Just have our reinforcements start coming in.
Unit spotted.
Spotted the church units, of course. Man, submarines are everywhere. I'm very glad they didn't sink my transport yet, that's for sure. Imperial fleet troops accordingly. Sail on around this little peninsula here. All right, building up a road on Aragon. Going through the desert. On a horse with no name, something like that. On a what are the horse creatures? On a Shantor with no name. All right, leaving that transport there, we know. Centuring this. I think we do want to start building some units here for attacking those ruins. So, why don't we start by building an artillery? Let's just go up the order. We'll sentry that militia. All right, what do we need? We need electronics, we need chemicals. Yeah, we need a lot of stuff. Probably time for another chemical factory. We got the base resources. Anywhere over here where you can build some good mine? No. Any good mine positions over here yet? No. Here. We got the Exotica, so this is probably gonna be food harvesting. We even looked over here. We got to take our transport over here, see what's around. Yeah, let's not leave our transport just sitting here. We have explorations to do. The militia on the transport. Let's go. Alright, so probably want to build another chemical factory right now. Orders, build city, chemicals, build, yep, build, militia, build. Alright. There's that tank on the move. We have a lot of Imperial Allied troops over this way. Sure, I like that. Come back to you. You will sentry. Where was I taking you? I guess to go scout what's down there. Alright, gotta figure out where there's food I can take. Alright, so we got a little farm here, but it's just got exotica there. How much food do we have in this farm? 898. I think we're picking that food up. We need metal back on Veracruz. Oh, we got that bombardment fleet. I'm not gonna worry about that just yet. All right, so you're coming in. You're landing in that farm. You're picking up all this food. Look at all that yumminess. You're launching into space, and you're flying to Hazat, where there is a church carrier. Oh, lovely. Really, church saw fit to bring a carrier there just to visit. All right, that fighter is going to sit there. All of you are moving to Stigmata just in case symbiotes do something. All right, bombardment time over Veracruz. I'm going to start with this bombardment. Oh, hey, look at that. Look at that. I'm going to move these up just to scout. Oh, yeah, there's a nice little force there. Rebels are coming after me. They do not realize is that the Imperial fleet is right over their heads. Nah, that didn't do nearly what I was hoping. Let's see if that's better this time. Oh! I didn't realize there is ETS gun there. I wonder if it's by itself. We're going to take a risk. Let's try this. The Dreadnought did not take any real damage from that. Now the risk is that there are a bunch of PTS guns I'm about to activate. I might be stirring over the Hornet nest. Alright, no. It's good. We did kill the PTS gun. That's what we wanted. So the Rebels had a PTS gun, but it was not ready for the orbital might of the Imperial fleet. If that had just been my cruiser, I'd have been in a lot of trouble. But it was a lot more. Come on! Man, my cruiser was useless. Yes, my cruiser would have been absolutely torn up by that PTS gun. Alright, you all are healed up enough. We got one anti-tank gun. Might take some damage to my SPR2, but I always want to attack these guys when they're out in the open rather than in the city. I want them dug in, so let's take them now. Yeah, my tank took some damage, but not a horrible amount. Can't get all the way back to the Arboreum this turn, so let's just push on to the lab.
Unit spotted.
What's in the lab? I'm going to drop my medium tank out of this attack. Oh, everyone's lost their move. Shoot! They're going to have a chance to reinforce the lab, but hey, I'll orbital bombard the lab if I need to. All right, well, that was all right. I was hoping I'd take the lab this turn, but did not. Came close. Came close. No, we're not done with the turn. Still want to try some diplomacy here. All right, Celestra, what do I need to get your votes? Electron microscope again. She doesn't like technology as much as the other house. I guess it's money. We got money to burn right now, so let's give them that. And what did I say? I'd give them Ministry, the Imperial Eye. All right, let's see if that does it.
Message sent.
Well, there's a reason I was going to go World War with Nikolai. I'm trying to remember that. I need to send myself messages in this game. Oh, I remember why. Nikolai got hurt, didn't he? House. All Malik's having trouble against the Lee Halan. Lee Halan with the Stigmata Garrison are probably eating them up right now. Why was I going to go after the Ducat? Oh, I remember I was going after the Ducados. There was a rebel fleet over Severus. It was probably tearing them up. Yeah, look at these damaged ships they've got. They probably got to avoid their own place. All right. But they haven't. They're not getting much weaker. The Ducados are not getting much weaker. So they're not gaining strength, not getting much weaker. So the rebels aren't doing them too much, I guess. All right. What building do we want to do? I don't think we do anything in Veracruz. We've got no metal. Sutek. We have got metal, and now we've got all the food we need. Oh yeah, let's go crazy on some building here, shall we? I want some engineers. I can build one engineer somewhere. Build an engineer here in this farm. One in the mine. So this first engineer, when it comes out of the ceram steel, I'm going to take... I really should just tear up that bioplant. I'm going to build an engineer in the bioplant, because that way I will remember to raise it. It uses up my metal. I need electronics here so I could build a Greyhound in here. See, I need a scout tank. Or not a Greyhound, Tiger Lily. I need 5 electronics here. So I need to bring some electronics from back on Aragon. So I can build myself a scout tank here. Alright, so I guess that's all the building I'm doing here. What do I have down on Aragon? Lots of resources to use on Aragon. You know what? I'm going to build an engineer in the Arboretum in case we find something cool over there to take advantage of. And let's build... Got all these electronics we're not using. Oh, I'm building a tornado in the factory. I should build some air units. That's what I need to start doing. I need to start building some air units there. Oh, I should be building infantry here still. Absolutely build infantry. And why am I not? I got money. Let's buy some more metal. Vroom. Purchase. You don't want the Imperial Eye to accidentally steal my metal, so put it in here. Now we can build a couple more engineers. That's what we should be doing over here. Yeah. Let's build another engineer here. Really need to be exploring down here some. Let's build another militia here. Let's get this militia up exploring. I really need an air unit flying around this planet. Alright, as soon as that factory's done, we're going to build a gunship or atmosphere fighter. We're going to build an atmosphere fighter there to do my real good exploration. Alright, let's build one more engineer. Yeah, we should be building another engineer back in my main city area, shouldn't we? Build engineer. Time for more electronics factories, obviously. Alright, good deal. I think that is good for now. Viewer building. Okay, let's end turn.
The Hazat.
House Hawkwood is too powerful. I like your thinking, Omlik. Aren't you at war with the Lihalan? They're still rejecting my offers and lots of stuff I can't build because I don't have resources on Byzantium Secundus. Could buy resources there. Give me a war pact on Alvarix and I'd appreciate it. Reject. A map info from Leagueheim. I'll give you map info from Lemminkainen. Sure. What do the Almalik want? Pharmaceuticals for alien psychology technology. No. I would like that alien psychology. If I ever get to have to fight the symbiotes, that'd be a big help. Get that symbiote tech. But I think my pharmaceutical stuff is just too valuable right now. Alright, again, this fleet is going to sit. Alright, we are going to make a mess of Veracruz when this orbital bombardment team shows up. Talk about misuse of resources. But there are no symbiotes over Stigmata. That's what we're keeping an eye out for. We are fulfilling our duties. We're keeping a little bit of an eye on the Vow. Now we got this big old fleet ready for the symbiotes if they ever show up. He gets over Sutek. Bring you down, drop off all that yummy food. Again, the starport. We need to build palace and cathedral on this planet. We do. We need to go pick up electronics back on Aragon. So head to Aragon and get some electronics. That force. Oh, should have brought some of these troops out with me. Oh well, we're going to let that freighter continue healing. That food will research. We'll sentry. And all of you guys will sit here for another turn. You are explorating. Finally have that engineer. Where do we want to take it? Food. 82. Yeah, we're definitely going for that 82 food. We'll finally be self-sufficient on this planet. Well, at least as far as food is concerned. Still need to get us some electronics going over here pretty quickly. All right, militia is built up here so they can sit. This nice little force. I could go after Ruin, or I could take them to Veracruz, and I think they're going to Veracruz. I think I need some reinforcements on Veracruz. Up, head to Veracruz. All right. You're going to sit there and keep an eye on those ruins. You were keeping an eye on the Lihalan. Where'd they go?
Unit spotted.
They go back in their fort. I guess they went right back in their fort. I didn't mean to scare them back in there, but that's what happened.
Unit spotted.
All right. I was afraid there'd be a submarine sitting through. I mean, I could just put my... There's a submarine in there. All right. We could leave our submarine out there to... we might want to move our submarine up there to escort duties. The more I think about it. I've been having fun with War and Fog of War, but I probably need to escort that transport so I don't get accidentally attacked. All right. You're going to sentry there and guard my metals. All right. You're going to... until next turn. Particularly interesting up there yet. You're sitting there just to remind me. You're garrisoning. I don't want to build with this one. I was saying I need more electronics. I got 2 electronics, got 2 chemicals. Might be time for another chemical plant. Maybe it's time for another lab. We got the money. Yeah, let's build another lab. Build city. Lab. Build. Yes. Build. Militia. Build. And then let's research. You're researching ceram steel. Let's add you to that. All right. Good deal. Got a smiter here. We're going to build air unit is what we were saying. We want an atmosphere fighter. There we go. Let's get that smiter heading over here.
Unit spotted.
Where have those? I wonder if they went back. Maybe. Yeah. Is this good mining? Yeah, that's some decent mining up there. We should get an engineer up there pretty soon. Do some energy down there. Mining up here, engineering down there. Well down there. So let's see. Metal got a 38 right there on the coast. And oh yeah, 57 energy. Heck yeah. All right. I wanted to put him in the palace, but I really want to keep building up that force. Yep, building up this force. We'll come back and decide what more we want to build here. Not quite a ruin attack force. Yet. Here. On the move. Anything worth building down here? Not yet. Okay. Almost there. Next turn he'll build a mine. Fighter picket. Alright, you have done... I think I've explored everything now, other than Chernobog. So why don't we bring this one to keep an eye on what's happening on Criticorum. I expect Criticorum to be a hotspot for combat in this game. Alright. Got my bombardments coming up. What is happening in that lab? Might just be 1 artillery. I thought they were going to really reinforce that. I am going to do a quick attack with my cruiser. This is the scout by orbital bombardment. Make sure that's really all that's in that lab. And of course, it missed. But that does look like that's all that's in there. One more time. Useless. Alright, I'm going to use their cruiser. SGJ, Space Game Junkie Cruiser. Another very good, much better than mine, apparently. Alright, so I'm going to drop the medium tank out of this attack. The rest will attack the lab. We need to find a mine.
Unit
Come on
spotted.
in. Oh, a fort. Uh-oh. I'm glad I have me some
Unit spotted. Unit spotted.
orbital bombardment capacity. Alright, let's take you back into the lab. Everyone else is pretty healthy. Keep you moving right up to the fort. Next turn we can
Unit
attack the
spotted.
fort. We're going to heal up in there. Yes, let's get this whole force together. Take out, uh-oh, is that going to be a partisan unit or another militia? Be a partisan unit. See if my cruiser can kill that last thing. It did not. Alright, Dreadnought, your turn. Alright, we cleaned out all that stuff in the fort. If I knew that was just a militia in there, I would go ahead and walk in with my smiter, but the risk that it's a port now unit means I'm not going to take that risk. We're moving quickly through Veracruz, though, thanks to having the Imperial fleet being abused here. Alright, come on. Celestra, give me votes at the next election. Okay. I'll give you a ministry. I'm sure you don't want the Imperial Eye. You like that Sigmarti garrison, apparently. Give you technology, that old electron microscope. Maybe they do want an infantry legion more, and more money. Let's go to 3,000. Vote buying at its best.
Message sent.
Does Nikolai have any money? Does. I'll give you technology. Electron microscope. No, I don't want to give anyone else electron microscope. I've cut a deal with the Lihalan.
Message
They'll just say,
sent.
give me money. Alright, so the building, we can't build in Veracruz, still don't have metal. We can now build on Sutex. We got plenty of food. So, we want to build another engineer. Probably that Ceram steel again. Oh, this mine. Yeah. You know what? We probably want to build an engineer up at the starport. We start building a palace and a cathedral. Let's build another engineer in the Ceram steel. That was good before. Alright, and back to Aragon. We're building that atmosphere fighter, right? Yeah, that Griffin. Good deal. Let's build another engineer, maybe in the palace. Engineer. We still got a lot of metal here. Oh, that's right. We should build more stuff here. Let's build another just an anti-aircraft unit and an artillery. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Let's end the turn.
The Hazat.
EBM says the message screen is great for a quick overview of what you built last turn. I agree, and also for planning your building for this turn. Alright. Conquered that new lab. Tempted to start going for special forces. Those are pretty handy in those forts. Oh, I'm about to take a fort. That's right. I'm taking a fort on Veracruz. Should I build special forces there? Maybe. Cyclotron is also going to be necessary for building spaceships. Let's start getting for the cyclotron. Alright, we knew that would get rejected. Wow, we are offering you all sorts of stuff, Lihalan. We're offering all sorts of stuff. Okay. Diplomatic entreaty electron microscope for 2,860, but you won't give me your vote. I've given up on getting votes out of Lihalan. I'm going to try and get them out of House Hawkwood from here on. So we're just going to take their money. Electron microscope for 3,000. Man, getting some money for our electron microscope. Energy physics, sure. No, I'm still rejecting you, Hakeem. I don't know. Now, we got a lot of money now. We don't need to take their money. I think it's time to just buy votes like mad. We got tons of money now. All right, pickets will stay there. This is a massive force. Now I'm tempted to go see what's going on in Chernobog. Very tempted to see what's going on in Chernobog. I'll wait. You will stay there. You will stay there. Got a nice picket force. Not sure what I think I'm going to take electronics to Sutek. We're going to wait. Picket force. All right. More orbital bombardment. Oh, wait. No. You're moving. Hey, yeah, you're not going to orbital bombard my own planet. You're heading over to here. Now we got the massive fleet ready to go. You're going to be a picket over Criticorum to keep an eye on activities there. Look at Leolana getting that planet under control. All right, Veracruz. We want the fort. We know there's something special in there. Could just be a militia. How's that healing going? All right, with that tank coming along, yeah, we got a good force to go with this. So let's take everybody together. I'm paranoid about a port now being in there. Let's see what that hidden unit was. It was infantry. That makes sense in a fort. All right, good. Glad I didn't attack with just the smiter. Okay, now. We got a hospital. I do not want to have to orbital bombard a hospital.
Unit spotted.
There's not much in there right now. Let's drop our assault landers. Try something funky. We got this great assault lander force. I'm going to put it right here. See anything else in there? No. We're just seeing that A gun. This feels like a war crime. But they're hiding an anti-air unit in a hospital. So we're going to try and take it out with our cruiser. And of course our cruiser can still be useless. Alright, so that really was nothing special in there. We're going to have our noble and these three assault the hospital. Get that militia out of there, creating more crimes. Making easy. We got another arboreum. We're going to have so much food on this planet. And a farm down there. And well, now we know we're going to put a mine. Okay, so how's that arboreum? Got one artillery in there. See if it's hiding more stuff than just that artillery. Try that again. It really is just an artillery. And now that cruiser's not doing its job. Come on, I want this to be quick and easy. Man, all those elite cruisers and dreadnoughts. There we go. So now my noble, since I am the Hazat, my noble will just walk in, think, take it, come back. Now, this entire force will go back into the assault landers. And we're going to have a lot of food on this planet. So, all right, let's put them all in the assault landers. That up into space. Let's bring it back down. What do you say up here? Or here? Yeah, in the mountains, of course. Myself some extra defense. Man, Veracruz breadbasket. We don't see anything in there right now. Hope it's correct. You were wrong. Oh, it's just a mission. That's fine. Alright, well, we still don't have any metal on the planet to build anything with. There's plenty of metal here with which to build. There must be a mine down there. Need to race over there and grab that mine. Need to be bringing metal to this planet. Alright. Into the hospital! Yay! Quick healing! You will all stay there. Move you back here. You just sit there until my power legions. Actually, I'm going to move you in because we almost have our power legions here. moving back over to Imperial Navy land. Uh-oh. Somebody's in my way already.
Unit spotted.
Danger, danger. Okay, I'm going to drop off one of those guys there. And I'm going to move one of them to here. We got a nice little ring around our fort. You know, it sounds like a disease, ring around the fort. It is protective. Let's move you to the starport. All right, we know we want to farm here. Orders. Build city. 82, heck yeah. Build, yes. That takes care of our food problem on Sutek. This militia is exploring around. There's got to be some good metals down in this area. 64, wow. Heck yeah, we know we want our next thing built. So yeah, it looks like Sutek's going to be our mineral emporium, and Veracruz will be our bread basket. All right. Freighter is now healed up. Veracruz is falling quickly thanks to our orbital bombardment stack. I mean, there is... Oh yeah, I forgot. We've got this to deal with. Yeah, we need a bunch more troops on Veracruz, don't we? Or... I'd forgotten. That's right. We're still trying to deal with the ruins on Aragon. So actually take you to Aragon and pick up some electronics to take back. Or we've already got that bulk hauler there to take the electronics. You guys sit there. You're sitting there. Good place for food. Oh yeah. Back and explore over this way. All right, you're gonna wait for transport pickup. Sentry, you are building. I haven't finished exploring making ceram steel yet, have I? I'm gonna start doing ceram steel over here. I guess I need another chemical factory before I start doing ceram steel. Let's come up here to build a chemical factory. Orders, build city, chemicals, build. Yes, have we got enough trace on that planet? Build militia, build. There's that infantry on the move towards the ruins. You are exploring around. Should probably start heading back because I'm going to have an engineer in a couple turns. Take over there. Let's at least see. Oh, alien ruins. Lovely. Not going after that anytime soon. That is dangerous. Okay. Self-propelled anti-air in that stack. That stack's starting to get pretty nice. Looking to build anything fun down here? No, just road. Yeah. Taking a road around. All right. Pretty sure I was building a mine up here. Definitely not a well. Yep, 43. Building mine. Orders. Build city. Mine. Build. Yes. Build. Militia. Build. That will be good. I still have one movement on my cruiser. I didn't realize that. That has to be a mine. Missed, but we've definitely confirmed that's a mine. Oh my. Got a lot of stuff here with which to attack. Nice dreadnought bombardment. Guess there is still one place to attack that one. Oh, they're building up a bit of a choke point there. I guess it is good that I still got a bit of an orbital bombardment. I mean, not good for the rebels, but good for me. All right, I think I want to take electronics to Sutek or metal to Veracruz. Metal to Veracruz. Where do we have a bunch of metal hanging out? much we have in this mine? Oh, we have trace as well. That would be a bad idea. 60 metal for trace. What do we have in here? 29 metal, 44 trace. Well, we need the metal more than we need the trace. I would like 100. What do we have in here? 23 metal, 69 trace. So obviously our mining is scattered out all over this planet. What are we doing here? 19 metal. Yeah. So we're scattered all over this. Wait. We have metal in our shield. No, but let's buy some and pick it up. That's what we need to do. Go shopping. 15,000? Absolutely. Do some shopping. Let's buy metal. Let's buy some electronics. Yeah, let's do that. Let's buy those. Metal and electronics. Let's move you both down into the shield. We are going to bring down our bulk collar, drop it into the shield. Pick up all that metal and electronics. I think I'm taking a PTS gun, but not too worried about space now that we control the fleet. That's making a big difference in this game. Alright, take you to Veracruz, and that means that Veracruz can do some serious building already. As soon as it's in orbit, you can do it. We probably should build a militia legion in here. Entering all these units we activated when we were trying to figure out where to bring down our bulk collar. All right. So, got enough for a couple engineers on their crew. I mean, on Aragon. So let's build an engineer here. Build an engineer in the shield. Okay. Back up and take a look at, now that we can do a lot of building at Sutek, let's do a lot of building at Sutek. Factory, I want to build that atmosphere fighter. Ooh, how can we build an atmosphere fighter? I thought we had electronics. Did we buy something other than electronics, or did we forget to bring our electronics? Oh, we took it to Veracruz. Shoot. This engineer needs to build an electronics factory, clearly. All right, we'll come back here. Let's take a look over at Veracruz then. Now we've got food. We have... All right, we're going to build an infantry in the fort. And we want to build an engineer. We want to start mining over here. We know we're going to need a naval transport at some point to go after that, so we need a factory on the coast. We want to take this farm before we go for the factory. So with that being the case, let's build an engineer in the Arboreum. Arboreum. Build a militia in the hospital. Build a militia on the farm. Have these troops moving around now. And we'll save some things. How are we still doing on the food on this planet? Harvesting 150, eating 69. I like it. And we'll take that farm in a turn too. All right, good deal. All right, I think that's all my building for this turn. We need to get some electronics up to over to Sutek. Diplomacy. Alvarex, come on, give me votes at the next election. I'll give you technology, electron microscope, give you money, 4,000? And give you a ministry. Give you the Stigmata garrison. That's powerful. Let's see if this deal comes
Message
through.
sent.
Okay, yeah. Went from 15,000 to 4,000, but can do a lot of good with all that money being spent. Hey, it's a whole new game with Universal Warehouse off. You are absolutely right, EBM. You are absolutely right. Okay. Yep, let's go ahead and end the turn.
The Hazat.
Yeah, I'm not able to build anything right now. What? Rebellion in Aragon? What? Way up there. Interesting. Interesting. I need to reduce taxes. They didn't go for that deal. That's a heck of a deal, Hawkwood. Rebellion thefts. Those are my resources. They built us. Oh, that's over Cadiz. Somebody activated a rebel fighter over Cadiz. Interesting. All right. Lee Halan, diplomatic request, infantry leads for alien psychology, reject. Kados, I will take your money, absolutely. They don't want me to attack them. Uncles for 1320, reject. You know, I wonder if Al Malik will do a deal. Wow, that was interesting. Alright, not worry about them. It's a heck of a force over Stigmata. Maybe next game. I'm gonna be. This is probably my last turn. Oh, hello! Look at that. That's called a destroyer. I like my 2 frigates. They are elite, but I'm not gonna have 2 frigates. Let's see, 44 armor, 764 close. 75 armor, a whole bunch of... Yeah, no, we're getting away from the destroyer. Let's take them to Malignatius. Well, actually, let's take one each direction. One to Severus. Now they really are acting as pickets. So it looks like the Ducados finally took out those rebels they had over Severus. Now, that was a fighter that appeared, so we knew it didn't jump here. They came from the ground. So apparently the Ducados have activated rebels on Cadiz. So we will get the heck away from it. Let the Ducados deal with that. You might think that it was the Imperial Fleet's job to look at such things, but apparently it's to bombard rebels on my own planet. Okay, now Aragon. Bringing down some reinforcements. You, and I'm actually going to drop you in the palace on this turn. Bring my noble over next turn with one of the militias. We're building an infantry here. Alright, you are exploring. You are a reminder. You are sentrying. You are waiting. You are sentrying. You are exploring. Oh yeah, I forgot we had all this stuff down here. Oh, and down here too. Oh my goodness. I've not been doing my job on war against Fog of War, have I? I've forgotten who my main enemy was. Yeah, ruins over there. Oh, bet there's some good mining down here. Yeah, 41. Mining here. All right. Yeah, we're getting close to the point where we'll have a stack ready there. I'm going to get that engineer next turn. Build some more stuff here. Wow, we got a nice... Oh, yeah. That's right. On the other planet. We're going to let them heal for another turn before we bring them down. Building the road. You guys will heal up a bit. Why did I build another militia here? That was foolish. Oh, hey, it was... It was prescient. Forgot there were rebels coming in here. Alright, let's get you moving. Sorry, I dropped those freighter units already. We need to drop reinforcements here. Build artillery. Build anti-tank gun. Build another militia. Let's get that trace stuff out of here just in case we do lose that mine to the rebels. Sentry you. Alright, Leon are now moving that away the way we want them to move. Oops. Fleet guy spreading around. Nice force now there. If I can ever become regent, I'm in a good position. Clearly looks like I'm going to need to conquer someone's vote scepters to get myself elected in this game. Okay. We were talking about wanting electronics on this planet. So we got a starport here. So we're going to build a shield and other stuff all around here. So I'm going to bring my electronics on here. I'll build it down here. I'm going to go right next to the starport and build electronics. City. Electronics. Build. Yes. Build. Delicious. Build. You are sentryed in my new farm. You all are sitting here waiting for a pickup, I guess. Though we could move down to here after this ruin at some point. This way to exploring. There should be some good metals down there. You're again a reminder. You're a picket. All right, so we got these electronics and metal. We definitely want to drop the metal down on this planet. Maybe that hospital or fort would be my base. Maybe that hospital would be my main base. I want to take some of these electronics with us. Yes, I'm going to split this up. That's how you split. Cool, and you can tell how many you want. Cargo 20, okay, so I got a 37 and a 20. I'm going to take the 20 back onto my bulk hauler. See, now you got to worry about moving cargo around. It's a trading game too. Alright, so. We want to get that mine quickly. We've got a lot of food here. We need more metal.
Unit spotted.
What are we seeing in there? Not much. Use you to take out that, oh, that reinforced with something. Get some militia in there. Report now. All right, we're going to do something risque. Risky, not risque. Let's see. We know there's a shield here. We don't think there's a shield here. Let's see how many PTS guns we activate when we do this. Alright, let's see how many PTS guns hit us. One. One, that's it! Alright, so there's the shield. So all those are protected. I can't bombard them until I take the shield. Now I've got this nice little mine to hit. And there's only one PTS gun in there. So if I can take the shield, I can orbital bombard like mad. That is good to know. Alright. So you three are going to garrison in there. You are joining the attack on the farm. You are joining the attack on the farm.
Unit spotted.
Assault that farm. It's all militia. We're going to build a militia legion in here. We're going to put everybody back into their Saltlanders. Saltlanders are going to shoot up into the air, come back down. We know the PTS gun is there, so it's out of range. They can't get us. Drop down there. Whoa! There is a gunship in there. I wasted some orbital bombardment. Alright, there's no more gunship there. I don't think I had any AA. That was a massive bombardment. How much damage did I do to that mine? Can't see. Oh. Alright. Take these troops on in. Walked on in. That mine was not too damaged. I thought that orbital bombardment would really hit it some more. Okay, so. We all still have movement left. Anything else? Oh yeah, way over here. We need to take that one. We need to take that one. I forgot about that. All right, so another orbital bombardment, please. But dang. Damn, nothing in there. I'm going to take these Saltlanders back into space. Stuff next turn. Sentry that unit on Veracruz. Have that mine. That's going to be helpful. So we are building an engineer here. Ugh. That Arboreum means I can't harvest that metal. My stuff over here. Real pain. So I probably want to... I can't go there. I can go here. I can't go there. Wow. All this metal is blocked off. I need to tear apart some of these things. I don't want to tear apart an Arboreum. That's good stuff. But right now, I can't build anyone to take advantage of all of this stuff. Unless I start tearing other things apart. Like I could dismantle this mine. Push it back to here. No, wow, this is a mess in here. Alright, we're somewhere else for... Obviously, I can do some mining up here. So maybe we'll build another engineer in the lab. Oh, wait a minute. We need to build militias and stuff down here. Found that unoccupied whatever it was down in this corner. That means the farm. That means those rebels are coming up after me. We got to start building quickly. Okay. Build a militia in there. They're on the move. No, do not end turn yet. Got a lot to do. Aragon. Build another engineer over here somewhere. Maybe in this chemical factory. Build. Engineer. Build. So much food here. Aragon's really my breadbasket planet. Sutek. Now we can start doing stuff. That factory, though. Let's build another engineer in this mine. Well, build another militia to take in the places where I don't have militia. Oh, I've got electronics now. Build atmosphere fighter. Much better. All right. Stuff is being built. And I'm pretty sure we did a good job of building on Veracruz. Yep. Yep, we're saving metal for the engineer. All right, that's good. Okay, diplomacy. Akeem, give me votes at the next election. And I'll give you technology We want them pharmaceuticals pretty badly. Give you money. Give you a ministry if I'm elected. You the Imperial Eye.
Message sent.
All right, I'm gonna call it for a day. That was some fun playing. Oh, I missed some conversation. Ben Rogers, I'm tempted to switch off the Universal Warehouse for my next game. Yeah, it's fun. Rapatio CZ, thank you for this cool and unique game, which I have much fun playing. Good job, and your gameplay videos are cool. Thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying. Ben Rogers, Veracruz, they usually land some forces on the empty hex at the top left of the island at the planetary shield and take the cities one by one on the ground. I'm going to use naval transport to do it. Thank you all for joining today. That was a fun stream. Remember, for XFest, I'm looking forward to hearing what other great games you've bought. And there is that bundle going with EFS. If you already have EFS, you can just buy Noble Armada and Hyper Empire. All right, everybody. That was much fun. Easy one to keep doing that one more turn thing with. But that'll be it for me today. So I will look forward to it, and glad all of you could join. Rapatio CZ, glad you're here. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend.